Turn to our first Skyper, and I'll throw these facts at him. From the inception of the Premier League, only 7 of 20 Community Charity Shield winners went on to win the title, but 4 of the last 5 winners have gone on to win it. Josh, Chelsea fan, nodding away there. That's what you feel like tomorrow. You're confident. You think Chelsea will get the victory tomorrow and may indeed go on to push for the title. Is that right?
I'm not too sure. It's a bit of a, obviously, like you said, it's a bit of a 50-50, and obviously it's really intriguing, like you said. But hopefully we just get a bit more gelled, because this pre-season we looked a bit rusty. Obviously we've got that transition to the new style and stuff. So if we get people like Hazard in the game a bit more and Mata, they'll probably play 3 in the defence. I think they've played in pre-season, so hopefully we can exploit that if we find the right tactical balance to exploit that. But I think there's a chance. I think it is one of the most 50-50 Community Shields, well, like everyone, but mainly this one, because I just think it's so poised, and it's obviously Champions of England versus Champions of Europe, so it's going to be a good one.
Are you excited about some of your new players? Mainly I'm thinking of Eden Hazard, of course, because of the publicity surrounding him, and for us not to be expecting too much, according to Roberto Di Matteo.
Yeah, obviously they're quite young players. Marin's, I think, it's 23. Hazard's obviously very young, and Oscar as well. But I think Hazard's got that. He's obviously got 2 years' experience, 2 or 3 years' experience in a good European league and League One. He's obviously won back-to-back Player of the Years and stuff like that. So I think he comes with the most, obviously bar Marin, he comes with the most experience, and you look more of him as more of a senior player rather than a youngster. But obviously Oscar looks really good, unbelievable passing ability. So I think you can sort out a few problems with our creativity in the midfield. And obviously people like Hazard, Mata and Marin in the 3 and a 4-2-3-1 could really create a few chances for Torres this season for once.
I'm excited about myself, just trying to be a neutral here with Roberto Di Matteo, and Luther and I were just talking before coming on to having a chat with you, Luther questioned, whether he should have taken the job or not. I mean, he came in there, did such a fantastic job at the end of last season, got you the FA Cup against all the odds, playing incredibly defensive, but nevertheless, you ended up winning the Champions League.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been on his mind because he could have just taken the more of an easy route, even if he did get offered the job, and he could have just said, no, I'll leave it there, leave on the highest possible high like Drogba did, and just go off and build something new at somewhere else. But obviously he feels confident in his own ability to build a side with Chelsea now. We've obviously spent a lot of money, and he's got the money to build his own sort of style in his side and put his own sort of legacy at the club, and hopefully he gets the time, because we don't really do that. It's not our tradition in recent years, but you never know. But I just think Di Matteo with the defence and midfield, I think he's tightened it up last year, but it'll be intriguing to see being a bit more expansive and a bit more creative if we can still maintain that defensive discipline, because the pre-season didn't go very well in that point of view. We conceded quite a few goals, but hopefully we make a successful transition. But yeah, Di Matteo should be pretty confident he can do it with the funds that we've spent. So
is there a part of the team that you're more concerned about with Chelsea? Because I know that the defence for me is still going to be your biggest problem. And if you're going to be playing this more expansive game, there's going to be more opportunities for your opposition to get you boys 1v1 at the back, which they've not been great at defending, have they?
Yeah, I think it's obviously with our style of play last season in the Di Matteo, the midfield and defence had to really work together. Obviously Mikel and Lampard shielded them well, but because we were so deep, it was pretty easy to get people behind the ball, block spaces off. But because we'll probably play like 5 or 10 yards higher up the pitch, I think it'll be interesting to see. But I think the defensive midfield's the key. If Mikel can keep a good shield on it, because I think right back, like you said, I think we need to strengthen there. Hopefully Azpilicueta is imminent to come, and I think we do need another different sort of style of attacking player. Obviously been with Edinson Cavani, which is a bit of a long shot, but a lot of papers seem to be going with the story now. But I think Victor Moses, I wasn't really sure at first, but he takes on players, he's a bit more direct, a bit more like Adam Johnson likes to take on players, and he can be a bit more wider, like Hazard and Mata like to come in. So I think Moses could be a a player to balance the squad more
All
than
right,
two.
are we going to see Moses tomorrow? I mean, I was expecting to see him in the squad for the starting lineup. What's the latest on that?
For Victor Moses, I'm not sure about him because I think I read a stat where he took like 50 shots to score his first goal last season. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. But
No, well, what I'm wondering is he in the starting squad tomorrow?
no, we haven't signed Moses.
You haven't signed him yet, have you? Unless because they were hoping to get him.
They haven't got him signed in time to play.
No.
Well, that means he can't play then.
No,
That will mean he can't play.
Yeah, he can't play.
Unless something happens. Unless happens between now and midnight.
Strange.
I tell you what, the game is at Villa Park. I take it that you've got your ticket.
No, I haven't got tickets. I've actually got a cricket game tomorrow, unfortunately, so I'll be nervously checking my phone every so often and hoping Man City have nil next to their name.
That is a big problem, isn't it? When the games are starting, especially with the summer that we've had of sport and all the things going on. There's still so much going on, and the football season.
People have had their fill elsewhere, and
Yeah.
now it's like a bit of a shock. Listen, Josh, thanks for your time. Enjoy your game of cricket tomorrow. I know you have one. You'll probably have a stinker because you'll have one eye on the Community Shield, but never mind.
Are you a bowler?
Hopefully I can get a 50 and then retire and then go check my phone.
Oh, batsman, eh?
Oh, you're a batsman, are you?
Nah, a bit of an all-rounder, really.
Bit of an all-round. I can see you bowling wide and all sorts. Thanks a lot, Josh. Thanks for your time. A City fan on the Skype. Oh, Stephen. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
All right. Are you off for the game tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm the small matter of about 10,000 kilometres away from Villa Park, so...
Are you? All right. Okay, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. It is the curtain raiser. You could make the effort.
No, I've got my season ticket, but I'll give this one a miss.
You give this one a miss. Okay. So you got your season ticket. According to the study, the best value season ticket there is, £7.73 a goal, £23.61 a win. Are you expecting a win in the first match tomorrow?
I actually think it'll be quite an entertaining game. Both sides look better going forward than they do at the back. I think it'll be a draw, actually, and I'll go for us to win on penalties. But I don't think you can read too much into it at all. I mean, we played United last year in the Community Shield, and in essence, it's a glorified pre-season friendly that's slightly more competitive. United beat us last year. We were 2-0 up. They won 3-2. And in terms of setting down a marker, that didn't really help because the next time we played United, we absolutely humiliated them 6-1 at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
So,
But it was a strange it was a strange season last season, especially between you two, because as I said, 5 of the last 4 seasons, the winner of the Community Shield has gone on to win. But then last year, I mean, it was just down to that last second, wasn't it? It could have actually gone that way.
exactly. But I mean, last season was incredible. I'm sure that this one won't have quite the same drama or the range of emotions, especially at the end.
You may not want it to, but all of us want it to be exactly the same. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure my heart could take more of that last day.
Okay, and Mancini, you haven't bought anyone yet. Does that upset you as a fan?
It doesn't upset me. I think what we have is a very good first team. I think it would take an exceptional player to improve on the first 11, but I think we do need to add some depth to the squad. The likes of centre-backs, if either Lescott or company picked up anywhere near a serious injury, would be struggling. So I think there's a few positions, maybe 2 or 3, where if we brought in either a decent backup or an exceptional player, that would improve us. But we've got a very good squad. We've got a title-winning squad. It's just about tweaking it now, and hopefully we'll add in those couple of players before the end.
Must be a little bit annoyed that Robin van Persie much rather go to Manchester United than Man City.
Not really, to be honest. I don't think he'd be the right signing for us. All the media are talking about a 4 or 5 year deal, which I think is ludicrous considering he's 29, very injury prone. I think last year was the first in 8 where he'd avoided injury. I think he'd be an exceptional signing for 1 season, a good signing for the next 2, but after that, I think, bearing in mind his age and injury record, I'd be questioning whether a side would be prepared to pay maybe 20 million, 200,000 a week on a 4-year deal. I think that's ludicrous.
Stephen, very quickly then, prediction for tomorrow?
2-2 City to win on penalties. Balotelli to score the winning penalty on his birthday.
And where are you, by the way, 10,000 kilometres away?
I'm in Sao Paulo in Brazil.
Of course you are. Magnificent.
As you are.
As you do. Well, it's fantastic. The broadband connection is better than areas of London.